guys, Thogden here, welcome back to a new video. Now today, Just Eat have actually challenged us for us to create our best European 11. But here's the catch, we're only allowed one player per country.
This is a tough one. Now this is a paid partnership and the Just Eat link is in the description below. And researching for this video has made me very, very hungry.
You're going to be even more hungry, Thogdad, when I tell you this information. Our captain of our team, which we both haven't picked yet, is going to be the nation of the cuisine that we order at the end of this video of Just Eat.
Ooh, yeah.
So keep that in mind whilst you do this video, Dad.
Absolutely.
Shall we get straight into it?
Let's do it. Let's start with our goalkeeper, shall we?
Okay.
I've gone for the brick wall himself, Jan Oblak of Slovenia. And you must agree with that.
This is where you're wrong, Thogdad. You've forgotten about the cat, Andre ter Stegen. The man's played 130 games for Barcelona. He's the German national keeper.
Jan Oblak, of course, he plays for Atletico Madrid now, but there's a Portugal link because he used to play for Benfica.
And that's mad because we're in Portugal, aren't we?
I know. Shall we move on to our left back?
Okay.
And if you don't agree with me here, I will be very surprised because I've gone for the engine himself, the Scottish boyo, Andrew Robertson.
How could I forget the engine? Andy Robertson,
Yeah.
We agree on our left backs.
Here's a little Thogdad fact. 6 years ago, Andrew Robertson moved from Queen's Park to our beloved Dundee United for nothing, a free transfer. What's he worth now? We love going to Scotland, as you know. One of the reasons is the food there.
Listen, Dad, all I'm saying, if you fancy a haggis, then pick him as your captain.
That's a good shout.
Let's move on to centre-backs.
Very difficult one, this, but I've gone with the backbone himself, the Spanish legend, Sergio Ramos. And of course, you must have chosen him.
I've trumped you and gone for the second place in the last Ballon d'Or, Virgil van Dijk.
Oh, yes.
How could you forget the man from Holland? He's probably the best centre-back in the world. He's helped them, Liverpool go on to win a Champions League. He is the gladiator. How could you forget him?
He is a legend, I accept, but Sergio, how can you ignore him? He's played 170 times for Spain. He's got over 20 goals from as a centre-back.
Yeah,
I mean, he's got that bullet header. You know, it's even better than Thogdad's bullet header.
But let's move on to our second centre-back. Yours is great, and he's got experience, but does he have as much experience as Chiellini? The man is 35 years old, and I accept that. But he brings so much experience to this team. He's won 8 Italian leagues in a row, guys. Since 2011 till now, Juventus have won the league every year, and guess who's the captain? It's Chiellini, and he is a very good captain shout because he is a leader, and I would fancy an Italian.
I have gone for my gladiator from Slovakia, Milan Skriniar. Inter Milan man.
But he's not on the level of my anchor, Chiellini.
Oh,
he's not.
But on the subject of Slovakia, I'm going there with Thogden in May for my brother, for Thog Uncle Mike's stag do.
Shall we move on to our right back?
Yes, go on. You go first.
I have gone with the Englishman, Trent Alexander-Arnold. It means I cannot pick another Englishman, which means no Harry Kane, no Raheem Sterling.
I'm sorry, but at this point, no Harry Kane, no party.
Oh, I'm sorry, Dad. Trent is the best right back in Europe. He's part of the Liverpool defence that won the Champions League and probably going to win the Premier League this year.
My engine is going to be Joshua Kimmich.
Oh, okay.
The German. Bayern Munich player, 24 years old. He's another player I'd like to see in the Premiership, and I think Jose should be looking around for defenders right now.
Possibly, but is he on the level of the marauder Trent? Let's move on to our midfielders, and let me start with the central midfielder that has to be in this team, and if Thogdad hasn't picked him, I'll be absolutely fuming. Kevin De Bruyne from Belgium. Is he in there?
I'm sorry.
No! Thogdad!
Much as I love him, I'll mention my man, the box-to-box midfielder, the legend, the Croat, Luka Modric.
Listen, Luka Modric is great, but how could you miss out De Bruyne? He is the best midfielder in the world.
This is so tough because you've only got one player per country. 127 caps, I think it is, for Croatia.
Amazing.
The man's a legend, and he's still scoring goals.
But De Bruyne is the artist. I mean, some see him as the complete midfielder. He's won the Premier League 2 times with Man City. Second central midfielder I've gone for is N'Golo Kante, the Chelsea Frenchman who's won the Premier League title with Chelsea, Leicester, and the World Cup with France. This CV is incredible and someone you have to have in your best 11 team. Do you agree?
Well, it's interesting. I gave this a lot of thought, and I have to shake your hand.
Wait, Thogdad picks. You have to.
He is the midfield dynamo. You pick a world 11, N'Golo Kante is one of the first names. He's a Frenchman, and the home of great food. Gastronomy has got to be France.
Maybe he could be your captain.
I might have a cheeky Just Eat French meal coming my way.
Let's move on to our third and more attacking midfielder. I've gone for Christian Eriksen. And it really is easy for me. It's good for me because you know you're only allowed one player per country. Who else am I going to pick from Denmark in this team? I scored 30 times for his country and 50 times for Spurs. That's not even his trait. He's more of a creator than a goal scorer. No surprises that he's been linked with Real Madrid. That's what I'm saying. But do you agree?
You know how I told you I've not picked Kevin De Bruyne? I lied.
Oh,
it's Kevin De Bruyne, the
of course
king. You think I'd have a team without Kevin De Bruyne? You're a mug.
Thogdad's pranked me here. Does this start a prank war?
Thogden is a mug. Left winger. Oh, go on. I mean, you go first.
We are currently in a place called Portugal. And the best ever Portugal player is Luis Figo. But I have gone with Cristiano Ronaldo. Ooh.
Now that's an interesting one.
Now, I was joking about the Figo stuff. He went from United to Real Madrid to Juventus.
Yeah.
3 of the biggest clubs in the world. He really is a great player, and some call him the showboat. He's got the skills to pay the bills. Thogdad, you must agree with me.
Yes, I do. It's as simple as that. I call him the magician.
Okay.
I mean, he's 34, he's 35 soon. He's still phenomenal. Portuguese food is sensational.
It is.
Yeah?
Nando's on me.
Not just Nando's.
Nando's on me.
Nando's, I know this mug loves his Nando's.
Yeah.
But there is some brilliant Portuguese food, and this is one of my favourite countries in the world.
He's got 5 Ballon d'Ors, which is it just shows how good he is. And I'd love to order a Nando's, so he could be a possible captain shout for me. Just Eat. Get the app ready. It's going to be good. Shall we move on to our strikers?
Absolutely.
Okay. Now, one thing I've picked up on, Dad.
Yes.
You still haven't picked an English player.
Yes.
So we have 2 positions left. We have a right wing and a striker.
Yes.
Have you gone for Raheem Sterling right wing or Harry Kane at striker?
I have gone with the finisher himself, the Englishman, Harry Kane.
He's done it. Ooh.
Of course.
Whenever we go to a Bolton game, he'll go to the Arvista and he'll order himself a fish and chips. It's one of his favourite meals.
You can't.
It wouldn't shock me if he's your captain.
45 caps for England, 32 goals. He's even scored 15 goals in 20 games for Spurs this season.
That's brilliant.
He's coming into my fantasy team.
Right. This striker is Polish. He has scored 16 goals in 14 games this season. In the Champions League, he scored 4 goals in 15 minutes against Red Star Belgrade. Thogdad forgot about Robert Lewandowski. How could you forget him?
I didn't forget him.
Ooh.
I just prefer Harry Kane.
He is the sniper. And that brings us on to our right wingers, doesn't it, Dad?
Yes, and of course, I've gone for the powerhouse himself, the Welsh wizard, Gareth Bale.
And you know what? I'm just going to shake your hand and say this. Wales, Golf, Madrid, in that order. Which brings me on to ask you, Dad.
Yeah.
First of all, what Welsh cuisine can you eat? Do you know any Welsh cuisine?
I tell you what, there is some exceptional food in Wales.
Where do you think Gareth Bale would move to? Maybe back to the Premier League?
I tell you, I think he's going to come back to Tottenham. You know why? Golf course is not too far away. Yeah. And you know, he'll get that cheeky Just Eat app. And he'll be ordering some fantastic food from all those wonderful London restaurants.
And of course, I agree with you, Dad. I've gone for Gareth Bale. He is the powerhouse.
I think it's fairly obvious that mine is the better team.
No.
But actually,
he's talking absolutely.
Talking raucous. But guys, do you think you can do better? Give us your 11s, and next to it, put the type of food that they'd order from Just Eat. The Just Eat link is in the description below. What do we have to do now? We have to choose our captains.
We have to pick our captains now, guys. I could have some lovely pasta if I went for Chiellini. I could have some lovely Nando's if I went for Cristiano Ronaldo. And I could have a good fish and chips if I went for Trent. I love Italian too much. You can have your pizza, you can have your pasta. I have gone with Chiellini. He brings experience to my team. But who's your captain?
Well, I've gone, because Thog Mum will be watching this. She loves Spain. I want to eat some tapas. Ooh. Sergio Ramos. And also because he's a very good player.
And you know what, Dad? I just found out we've both gone for centre-backs. I want to eat, with the family. I want to share it with my sister and my mum. I'm sure they'll be looking forward to the Just Eat order as well. And we're currently in Portugal, so how about we just wait till we get back to England to get our Just Eat orders in?
That's a very good idea, Thogden.
Shall we go do that?
Very good idea.
Let's go do it.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Your captain was Sergio Ramos, so you went for some Spanish food.
Yeah.
Mine was Chiellini, so I got to go for some Italian food. Presentissimo. That is the cuisine I've gone for. Have a look at that pizza.
That's a monster, isn't it?
Thogdad, what are your thoughts on that?
That is a decent pizza.
That is why Chiellini's my captain.
But I've got a little confession.
Okay.
Because I looked at the Just Eat, all the options.
Yeah.
And there were some brilliant options there. And I went with Brazilian.
Ooh, are we going to allow that?
I went with South Brazil way. I just looked at the menu on Just Eat and it looked amazing. Healthy. Yeah. King prawns. Can you see that?
King prawns, guys, he's gone.
Honestly. Thogden, you can have one of those.
That looks amazing.
We've gone sort of Spanish, we've gone Italian. Who's going to win the Euros?
I think it's between France, Netherlands and England.
What a about Germany as a prediction? I've seen the Germans surprise again and again. I know last time at the World Cup they were terrible.
But they could bounce back. Leroy Sané on one wing and Serge Gnabry on another wing performing. No one's going to stop Germany. But for some reason, even with a good team last time, they still messed up, so I'm not sure, Dad.
Sorry, I was drifting away there. Because those king prawns are fantastic. Brilliant.
This pizza's for us.
Yeah.
Guys, what are your thoughts on the Euros being in different locations? I'm not a fan. I wish it was in one place. I mean, the Russia World Cup is the greatest example. Everyone was in Russia. Everyone had a sick time.
Yeah.
But
we live like one tube stop away from Wembley Stadium. 5 games for England might be at Wembley, and it's just going to be like.
Although Wembley will be buzzing.
Yeah.
When it's an important game at Wembley, the crowd turns up.
Thogden knows that I adore a salad. Yeah. And what's great about the Just Eat menu, there was loads of healthy options. Pomegranate, walnuts, decent salad.
We've enjoyed our food here. Shout out to Just Eat for the delivery. I know this probably made you very peckish, so if you want to get yourself an order, go use it, link in the description, smash the like button, and we'll see you all later. Bye guys.